son, the timing of the visit couldn't be better.
To be here on Father's Day, it's going to be neat to kind of give that as a gift to my father. I think anytime I think a son can look in his parents' eyes and kind of see a sense of pride looking back at them, that's something rare and special, and I'm looking forward to that.
All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, and 3. All right.
Recruitment is the purpose of the weekend air shows, but Flight Sergeant Mullen takes time to fulfill a mission that's close to his heart.
Gary Mullen, Flight Sergeant for the Blue Angels.
I've always felt that the single best part of my job as the doctor is getting to go to those hospitals on Friday mornings. As she said, I'm Gary Mullen, and I've brought Michelle Ashton with me. Michelle is my corpsman, so now I'm going to come kind of around the room and spend some time with each one of the kids and the staff and answer any questions you have and tell you about what we do for the Blue Angels. All right? I think the most important thing about being a Blue Angel is, well, there are two things. One is being a good representation for the United States and obviously for the Navy and Marine Corps. And two is the ability to get along with people in your peer group, because we spend so much time on the road living with each other that we have to be able to get along. Justin?
Justin.
Hey, Justin. How are you, buddy? I have no idea. I'm very lucky. Children's hospitals can be very trying places. Nobody wants to see children be sick. But I think ultimately, you always walk out of there feeling a great sense of accomplishment, like you've actually, I made that kid happy today. So it's a very, very rewarding part of my job.
Back at the show site, Justin Otto's to-do list keeps getting longer. Before today's open practice, a mechanical problem grounds Boss Bartlett's plane. It won't fly until it's fixed.
Ladder's going up.
Time for crew members to get replacement jet number 7 ready. Meanwhile, practice is still on. The center point truck rolls out into position. The fans ready their cameras. Lieutenant Otto begins his narration.
Of all ages across America, we are now in our 17th year flying the highly sophisticated F-18 Hornet.
For now, Boss will fly the number 4 jet, Varner number 7. But just moments before takeoff, opposing solo Craig Olson in number 6 reports a problem.
Yeah, I'm going to need mobile for SCS. What do you got, sir? I got a left leading edge flap X out with the flap cross caution.
Translation: a problem with the jet's flaps, which could prevent it from landing safely.
Let you continue troubleshooting. We need to continue on with our takeoff check for airspace time, okay? Gotcha.
Airspace time for this practice is extremely tight. With spare jet number 7 already in use, the rest of the squadron taxis out past an idle number 6 jet. Craig Olson is the odd man out.
Oh. I found this, and this was
As practice
they can add it to
continues,
their
airframe crew members check out the faulty flap. Cheering them on, a group of techies. Supervisor Matthew Kefferle has diagnosed the problem.
And it might be looking like we have to change what we call a leading edge flap transmission. It's not impossible. We've done these before. And it's going to happen. We're going to make it happen. These things are like a car mechanic working on a 62 Chevy. You get good at it, and they break. Sometimes our pilots break them because the stresses they put on the aircraft, and just put them back in good running order. Sometimes it just becomes overwhelming. We run out of airplanes. Sometimes the plane they all have feelings. These planes have feelings, and you just have to talk to them just right, or they won't fly.
For a pilot, sitting out Friday's practice makes Saturday's show all the more difficult.
It's certainly disappointing that I didn't get to go flying today. Today's a critical element in the whole process of learning the new show site, and then just practicing the maneuvers again. Even one day off, believe it or not, makes a big difference in our muscle memory with the stick inputs that we do in flying in tight formation. So hopefully I'll be able to step in tomorrow and jump right back in where I left off, but we'll see.
Early Saturday morning, a new hydraulic drive unit, or HDU, arrives for Blue Angel Jet 6. Now begins the race to install and test it in time for the show. Supervisor Kefrel does the work himself.
Even though we're not at a war, we're not dropping bombs on anybody. It comes down to the personal pride, making sure you get the job done right.
20 minutes later, jet number 6 is pushed out of the hangar for testing. If the flap doesn't respond, Lieutenant Olson won't fly today either. The show will go on without an opposing solo. Once again, Supervisor Kefrel coaxes a temperamental aircraft into performing, but it may all be for nothing. Now, Mother Nature is proving uncooperative. 2 hours before showtime, even the most loyal of the Blue Angel faithful are starting to make other plans. But not the maintenance crews. Their job is to continue preparing the jets, just in case.
Right now they're calling for rain all through the day. I don't know if it's going to pass through or not. I hope it does, because the people come out to see us and we want to perform for them, but I don't believe it's going to happen. The operations officer and the maintenance officer, they'll make the decision whether to fly or not to fly. But the guys that are under me, they're out here all the time. So if the operations officer called, say, let's go flying, are y'all ready? Yes, we're ready. The weather doesn't cooperate sometimes, but it doesn't stop us. It's just part of the game and part of the initiative and the drive these guys have. As far as the fans are concerned and the vendors are concerned and all the displays out here, we're already sitting around in our chairs wrapped up in blankets waiting. They'll be back tomorrow. It's just part of the air show game. They're dedicated people who want to see us fly, and that's what we need to support our mission.
With the jets being towed back into the hangar, that mission is on hold. A heavy morning rain had threatened to wash out Saturday's air show. Then, at noon, as if on cue, came a ray of hope.
We said it was going to break before 1,000 scattered by 3 o'clock.
That's good news for the Blue Angels. Now, time to caravan to the show site. Logistics courtesy of Lieutenant Otto.
Every day we go to the air show, we always, there's air show crowds at the gate, obviously, sometimes hundreds of thousands of people trying to go on one or two gates. So for us, so we don't extend the day too long, we get a police escort. That's part of my job, is to get the caravan set up, coordinate with the police, make sure that they're going to be here, and know where we need to go. And we do it every weekend. It's just one of the most exciting parts of the day.
Car, game on. Good. Right.
That guy's nuts.